Hello everyone, Healthy Chef Sherell here, coming from the Living Forward house. I want to welcome you to our class today. I have a live cooking class every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can always find the links on my Patreon page or my Facebook page. Today our recipe is uber fast salmon nuggets. It's in a sweet and savory sauce with herbs. It's really delicious. You just won't believe how fast and easy it is. So I'm going to show you the recipe. We'll get started here in a minute. I'll walk you through it, but I also want you to know that after you prepare this recipe, you can leave it in the dish just raw and put it in the refrigerator if you want to take it with you for the next day and maybe cook it at work, or if you're traveling in the car and you can keep it cool, such like that. Or you can put it in the freezer and save it for later. If you do freeze it, just thaw it out in the refrigerator before you cook it. And then when you do cook it, when you get to the place where you want to cook it, just put it in the oven. I actually use my toaster oven. It cooks very quickly, about 10 minutes or so. But just make sure you get the temperature up to 145 degrees for fish. Okay, so let's have a look at our uber fast salmon nuggets. I've got about a 1/3 pound here of salmon, which is about a good lunch size portion. If you want to do a 1/2 pound, or if you wanted to do a whole pound, you could do that just as easily. But just for the purposes of having fast food to grab and go, this is an example. You can also do 3 of these at a time and take one with you and put 2 in the freezer. So it's another way to just help get you through the week in a fast way. So we're going to make our nuggets now. All we'll do is just cut our salmon into 6 pieces here. Just cut it right down. There we go. I'm trying not to cut it on the cutting board because I have to stop and wash my hands if I do. So just cut it into 6 pieces here. Right, there we go. So we have our nuggets just like that. And then we want to put our garlic in there. Now, I like a lot of garlic, but you can adjust this as you want to. 4 pieces of garlic. I'm just going to go ahead and give those a good smash. And we'll place these in our dish. And we will put our salmon underneath it. Just give it a nice flavor there. Actually, I'm going to put it in this dish. There we go. All right, use a bigger dish. So we have our garlic placed in there, and we're going to put our salmon on top of it. If it cooperates, I don't know if it's going to cooperate or not. We'll see. That's okay. Then we're going to add our herbs. So we have some organic coriander. There we go. So we'll just sprinkle coriander on there. And then we have this really nice steak blend spice that I like a lot. Been using it a lot lately. Actually, I was looking for a chicken spice and couldn't find it. Then I found this steak spice, so it was a happy coincidence that I found that. So I'm really happy with it. This is some Sherell. We'll put that right on there too. Give it a nice savory taste. And also going to add some salt to it. And we saw the garlic. We're using the organic garlic. Let's put some organic ginger on there as well. Here we go. All right, sprinkle it right on there. And then we're going to put our broccoli in here. So the broccoli, actually what I did today is I used frozen broccoli, and I wanted to show this to you because when you're in a hurry and maybe you don't have time to shop as often during the week as you want to, or you just want to shop once a week and you want your vegetables to remain fresh, well, frozen vegetables are a great way to do that. So these are organic broccoli florets. What I did was I pulled them out and rinsed them to get the frost off, because that helps the vegetable taste fresh as you're using it. Then I'm going to line my, actually I think I might turn this around. See, I got my hands in there after all. Couldn't get around it. All right, so I'm going to line my pan with the broccoli as well. Just put it right in there. Can make it nice and pretty. There we go. Nice 6 pieces there. All right, as long as I have my hands in here, I'm gonna get that broccoli under there. The nice thing about the nuggets is you can just get the spices all the way through it. So it's like, almost like a kebab. You know how you can get spices on all 4 sides. It's nice. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. So when you're preparing fish, anything except sushi grade tuna, you do have to wash your hands after you touch it because you can contaminate the other food with that. It's a raw product, just the same as a chicken or a beef or an egg would be. Okay, we're getting ready to garnish it a little bit so you can see how beautiful that is. In addition to being quick and easy and healthy for you, it's beautiful. So when you sit down to eat it, you'll really enjoy it. I'm going to put a little more spice on it since I moved around. There we go. And of course, we can always use some olive oil. And then put some herbs on here. You can also wait until after you cook the recipe to put your herbs on here, but if you're getting it ready to take with you, then go ahead and put them in there. You can have the fresher herbs if you put it on at the last minute. Be a little fresher for you. And then of course a lemon garnish, and let's squeeze some lemon juice on there as well. There we go. Okay, so you see, what did that take, like 5 minutes and you're done? Isn't that a great recipe? I just love this recipe. All right, so let me let you have a look so you can see how beautiful this recipe is. And then if you're going to put it in the oven, just put it right in the oven, 350 degrees until it's 145 degrees. If you're going to refrigerate it or freeze it, put your lid on and you're done. I do have a recipe that I did for you that's already prepared so you can see how beautiful it is. It's very, very tempting, very tasty, so I'm sure that you'll enjoy it. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about the health benefits of the salmon and broccoli too. It's so important to eat healthy food, and sometimes it's a little bit of a challenge because you have to cook a little bit. Well, we just have to cook a little bit. That's just the nature of being able to eat in a healthy way. So to tell you a little bit about salmon, of course we know it has the omega-3 fatty acids in it, but salmon has been linked with several impressive health benefits, such as decreasing inflammation, lowering blood pressure, reducing the risk of cancer, and improving the function of the cells that line your arteries. So it's anti-inflammatory. Salmon is rich in high-quality protein and vitamin B, selenium, potassium, and vitamin D. So you want to source your salmon from clean waters. That would normally be the Alaskan salmon and also the Scottish salmon. I'm fond of both, so those are good areas to source your salmon. You don't want to get salmon from countries that farm raise it, and whether they're across the ocean or domestic, you don't want farm raised salmon unless, of course, it's more of a modern farmery where they're not given antibiotics, they're not giving rush to grow agents, and the water is clean. Actually, those farmeries like that would be out on the oceans. The ones that are big swimming pools, avoid those. Ask where your salmon's coming from, very important. So a little bit about broccoli. Broccoli can help lower cholesterol. It helps you maintain proper blood pressure and promotes cardiovascular health. The high content of vitamin A and antioxidants in broccoli promotes eye health and may even prevent age-related macular degeneration and cataracts. And of course, we've talked about the cancer-fighting properties. So there you have it. It's such a healthy meal for you. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. If you have any questions, just let me know in the chat. And if you have any questions past that, you can reach me at my email address, which is livingforwardproductions@gmail.com, or through Facebook. All my recipes are on my Patreon page, as well as links to the videos. There are some on YouTube as well. You can find information about me and different posts that I make on all my social media platforms. I have Patreon, of course, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. If you'd like to take an in-person cooking class or a Zoom cooking class, I'll be very happy to talk to you about that. So that's it for now. So good to see all of you today. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Stay healthy, everyone. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye now.